The doors weren't opening for me at that time. When I was in high school, I wanted to pursue higher education. Later, I found out my mom is the one that had talked to the counselor and said, don't encourage her. I know. And so when I went to meet with my counselor pretty much laid it out. And when I was expressing the idea that I wanted to go to college, my counselor said, yeah, but don't you want to get married and have kids? And so the seed was planted. And so I didn't pursue college. I did get married. I did have kids immediately. But I always had this idea that I wanted to pursue college. And I would bring that up with my family, and my family constantly shot it down. And what I realized is that culturally it just wasn't acceptable. And I didn't understand that at the time. And basically what was happening was that to seek higher education would mean a lot of things. It would mean that the family would have to invest in a female. And females culturally are considered to be the homemakers. And so investing in a homemaker to go and get higher levels of education doesn't make sense. Investing in a male so that he can be more productive and earn more money makes sense. Those were my battles with my family until I finally got the courage to enroll in college. When I enrolled in college, though, for like my first 2 years, I kept it a secret. And if you know me, I'm a retired police officer. And I was very well suited for that role because I like to follow the rules. And I like other people following the rules too. And knowing that I was not following my family rules was very hard. I struggled with the inner turmoil that was taking place. The idea that I was doing something against my family. And I knew I could get through all the work, but sometimes that got in the way because the burden was heavy and I wasn't mature enough and I didn't have anybody to help me with that, right? How do you deal with all of those emotions and all that conflict that was taking place in my head? It was just stuff in my head. And so I think that this is how I related to what I do now. I never want a student to have to feel like they made that choice to build themselves up and create a life, what we believe to be a successful life, and all along have to carry this extra baggage or this burden, this idea that they have broken their laws that they grew up with